Good morning, children. Yesterday we have studied about the tissue, and today we will continue with the same topic. So today we will study about the permanent tissue. There are two type of permanent tissue, that is simple permanent tissue and complex permanent tissue. In this session we will only deal with the simple permanent tissue. What is permanent tissue? Permanent tissue, they don't divide further and it makes the bulk of the plant body. For example, midrib of leaves, petiole, pulp of fruits, flowers. These different regions made up of different kind of permanent tissue. Okay, sometimes the cells of permanent tissue have definite shape, size and function. It may be living or dead cells. Simple permanent tissue, it is composed of only one type of cells. Here the cells are similar in structure and function. It is divided again. It is of three types, that is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, these cells are isodimetric. Isodimetric means when we do the cross section of the parenchymal cell, whether transverse section or longitudinal section, we will see the all cell organelles present inside it. It in cross section it may be circular, oval or polygonal. Okay, they have thin cell wall made up of cellulose. Mostly intercellular spaces are present over here. Okay, in between two cell there is intercellular spaces present over here. They are living cells and dense cytoplasm. They have distinct nucleus and a large vacuole and are most abundant tissue found in plants. The main important function of parenchymal tissue is the storage of food. For example, if you will see the parenchymal tissue in root tubules or stem tubules. For example, potato stores food in the form of starch with the help of parenchymal tissue. Parenchyma tissue, which contains chlorophyll, sometimes it contains chlorophyll and perform photosynthesis. This type of parenchymal tissue is known as the collenchyma tissue. In aquatic plant, they have aerenchyma with air spaces. Aerenchyma, see here, air spaces in between two cells. Okay, which helps in internal circulation. This air spaces helps in internal circulation of air, and it also provides the buoyancy to the plant so that the plant can float on the surface of the water. Now next is collenchymal tissue. These tissue are living cells with deposition of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectins only at the corners. Okay, it lacks intercellular spaces and it is very compactly arranged, and it also provide the mechanical support to the plant. They are present below the epidermis in dicot stems. It is absent in dicot roots. Okay, and is present in the petiole and midrib of dicot leaves. They are absent in monocot because most of the monocot develop sclerenchyma tissue in their early development, and it provides more mechanical support than collenchyma. So that's why, children, there is no need of collenchyma tissue in monocots. And its main important function is it provides the mechanical support to young dicot stems. It is flexible so that it can resist bending and stretching caused by winds. Sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is hard due to presence of thick cell wall. Here the cell walls are very thick. You can see over here. Here protoplasm is absent, that's why they are dead cells. See, protoplasm is absent, it means the cell organelles which are present in the cell are absent. So we can assume that this is a dead cell. being thick walls, it gives mechanical support to the plant organs. It gives protection to plant body from various adverse physical conditions. Its cell wall thickening is only due to deposition of lignin. In sclerenchyma, there is a thick cell wall due to the deposition of lignin. Because of the thick cell wall, they have narrow lumen. Okay, here are the few examples you can see. Walnuts, the outer shell of walnuts, and the outer shell of coconut, it is made up of sclerenchymal tissue. Okay, student, after going through these slides, you just go to your NCERT chapter 6, page number 70, 71 and 72. After going through these slides, you will be able to understand these 3 pages. Okay, just you go through these 3 pages, you will be able to understand all points. Okay, thank you student. We will continue with the same topic in next class.